The UN is trying to mandate that we eat less meat to combat climate change. Brandon, please go so I can get mad after this.
Yeah, so listen, this is the hill to die on. This one has me fired up. So if you had noticed, there's been this like creeping barrage over the past few years of the slow walking from the global elites of, oh, hey, we shouldn't eat as much meat. Oh, hey, you know, maybe like we should consider eating bugs. So
no, I think he's right.
I know, easy bugs.
Look, check this out. So, Kelly, can you play that clip from the school teacher with the student real quick?
And what are we watching, Brandon?
So this is an interaction in the classroom that happened earlier this year, if you can believe it.
I can't
Look, read.
state our opinion why Americans shouldn't be eating bugs.
Because we don't have any evidence to support it. But should we be eating bugs? Yeah, because we're killing the world by raising cows and animals. So there's only one right answer for this essay. And it's that Americans should be eating bugs. Everyone else in the world's eating them.
Oh my
It's
God.
healthy for the environment. And it's just, there's only one right answer.
There's only one right answer.
What the hell?
So where could this be coming from? So can you go to the next that article?
Wait,
quick?
Brandon, that's an under. So Kelly, before you play, so a
classroom
student
event.
is recording the teacher saying, no, you should be eating them.
Well, they write an essay on why people should be eating bugs, and she's like, "Well, I don't want to write an essay on that. I want to write an essay why we shouldn't be eating bugs."
Oh, they're
She's like,
indoctrinating
no,
the
that's not
shit.
Yeah.
Wow, Brandon, for bugs. That's where it starts. They start dropping it into the schools.
Well, where's that coming from?
Oh,
and here's
weird.
the answer. So this is a WEF article. 5 reasons why eating bugs can help save the environment.
WEF.
So, number 1, edible insects can produce the equivalent amounts of protein when compared to animals. Like, oh, okay.
False.
Hey, all right, the hell with the steak.
How many crickets do you have to eat to get the same protein
Yeah, right.
out from a steak?
As a steak, yeah. Number 2, insects require less care and upkeep than livestock.
Which seems obvious because
No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you want to eat it.
I gotta take care of my pet mealworms today after work.
3, we're actually running out of protein, which is total bullshit because we've been able to clone animals since the 90s. We know that for a fact.
Can you go back up for 1 second? Read that first line. By 2050, the Earth will have nearly 10 billion people. The demand for protein will exceed our ability to procure it, which would make sense if you're looking at things from a grand view and going, well, why would they want, I don't know, population control? Why would there be certain things like pandemics that help wipe out millions of people? Because there's going to be shortages of food, water.
Well, there shouldn't be, though, because we could clone animals and we could produce things like from a 3D printer standpoint. Like we have all the technology possible to make enough food for ourselves.
And because Brandon, I want you to finish this list, but they're saying that the cows farting is what's the greenhouse effect that's causing.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Creeping garage. Like people like AOC are yapping about that, but they don't even know like why they're saying it. They're just being told to say that. Obviously, that a fucking cow fart is fucking up the environment.
Oh my God.
The other ridiculous
cow fart
the other
fucking
ridiculous
up the
part of
environment.
this is
And then Bill Gates is buying a bunch of farmland. You know, people in the Netherlands are being held at gunpoint to give up their farmland. So why is all that happening? Because they're trying to seize control of the areas that like can produce these things.
Yeah, and because I want you to finish this. I'm sorry because that's the second time I said it, but Bill Gates, like anything that Bill Gates does or touches,
red flag.
It's a fucking red flag. The guy is a computer guy. The moment he was like, well, listen, vaccines. And put vaccines in people. Is it just, Rob, I'm being genuine. Is it just the small awake that go, I don't trust you, bro? And him buying up all this farmland, here's my thing. Why? Is anybody questioning this son of a bitch? And mind you, just a little adage, I want to throw this in there. His wife, Melinda Gates, who they started this, after all these years, you know why she left him? Do you know why? His relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. She goes, I couldn't go on with him knowing. And here's the thing. What relationship? Like, hey, Bill, what relationship? The money and he took. No. It's because she knows what you did at Epstein Island. You freaking demon. You know
what he's doing around the world.
Frog and I want you. Huh?
What he's doing around the world.
No, but Brandon, 100%.
I do have a question though.
Yeah.
How much protein do you think is in one of Bill Gates' vaccine mosquitoes?
Yeah.
If you just eat a handful of those, you're getting vitamins,
vaccine,
myocarditis.
And another overlooked part of this too is that insects are much more important to the ecosystem than cows are. Because, if say a third of insects went away, you know how much shit they do to upkeep the environment.
100%. He wants us to eat about. This is not a good thing. So Brandon, I'll let you keep going.
Insects are part of a virtuous ecocycle. So I don't even know how that's a point.
What is that a point?
Yeah. and then you would start small and work your way up to it. So it's disgusting at first. It'll be less disgusting over time.
You get used to it.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and talk my wife into that. That woman screams if there's a spider in the house, and I'm gonna go. Guess what? Instead, you're gonna have to eat it now.
They
Yeah.
always say that people eat on average 7 spiders a year in their sleep without even realizing it. So like we're already kind of there. Just try to get up to 10.
What if that's propaganda? They started that knowing years ago they were working their way up to that. Because I've heard that too.
Yeah, but-
since I was a kid, you eat 9 spiders a year. In your
But you know
sleep.
what I-
Those WEF guys sneaking into your room every night to drop spiders
Son of a
into your
bitch.
mouth.
You know what I don't want to freaking happen? Which I hate this shit. You ever go to a restaurant and people are like, tuna tartare, try it. You eat it and they go, guess what? That wasn't tuna tartare. And you're like, what? They're like, yeah, that's watermelon chopped up with beets. And you're like, oh, you know what that's gonna happen, Brandon? You're gonna go to somebody's house and they're gonna go, how'd you like that tuna casserole? And you're like, fucking loved it. They're like, that wasn't tuna. Those are baby cockroaches. I'm like, that's gonna be the future. Brandon, but how confident do you think they are with this, and how will Americans, especially Americans, because they are doing it over there because they don't have meat over there, how easily are we going to swallow this? No pun intended.
Yeah, no.
Kelly laughed. Kelly, comedian.
No, this is the hill to die on. You know, I know, like, for me personally, I want to be able to have a fucking pile of tomahawk steaks whenever
Me
I want.
too!
Yeah,
Yeah.
I won't live in a world that I can't do that. And, you know, this UN shit saying you could only have a certain amount of kilograms per meal or per day or something of meat. Like, this is the thing they're proposing. So the UN is pushing this because it's being pushed by NGO groups. And guess who influences the NGO groups? People that are the biggest donors, which are Bill Gates and George Soros. People like
Hands
that.
dipped in
So how
every
about fucking
corner.
Davos eats bugs when they're there? You know,
I'm telling you right now,
Yeah.
I want to see you guys eat it. Go do a little toast with some water beetles, or I want to see it, bro, because that's
Yeah.
ridiculous. And wait, what's the thing that you said right before that, Brandon?
So the chain of power goes like, so the UN pushes this thing forward, it gets picked up by the countries. So it goes, biggest donors tell the NGOs what to do, NGOs tell the UN what to do, and then the UN pushes it out through the international world. And they're trying to make the richest countries start eating less meat.
Yeah, that was the point I wanted to get to, because it's not everybody. They don't want the entire world to eat the same amount of bugs or stop eating meat. They want the wealthy, developed countries to give up meat.
Yeah.
They want to limit what, countries like the United States, the UK, other countries in Europe are able to eat. But I guarantee you, they will allow impoverished third world countries to eat as much meat as they want. It's the same thing with the other climate policies. Crack down on the U.S. and send the developed world back to the Stone Age, but don't do anything about India.
Yeah.
Don't do anything about China.
Yeah.
And what better way to turn into like a doughboy little bitch and to stop eating as much
That's what
meat
I
as
was
you want?
saying.
you know?
It's gonna
Easy.
weaken. It weakens society.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead, Chrissy.
No, it just weakens a society. You take away protein, and it like how many vegans or vegetarians have you guys seen that seem healthier or more fit than someone who's a carnivore who actually eats meat?
They're sick.
They
Exactly.
get
Yeah,
sick. They
I'm
get
vegan.
weak. Are you vegan? No, you're not.
You kidding me?
No, it weakens a society. So it's
in
definitely.
mid-camera shots, he ate 9 nuggets.
That's why I'm quiet over here. I'm eating.
He ate some nuggets. And then Chrissy, and then I think you did an article about this too. You definitely did an article about this. This is why they're trying to do that cashless bullshit system, because they're gonna limit how many steaks you can buy a month, which is like, wait a minute, bitch. I want to eat, listen, this is America. I want to eat what I want when I want. I'm responsible. I know what the hell I'm doing. I need that protein because if you don't, listen to me, if you don't eat steak, if you don't eat chicken, you don't eat this protein, you're going to become a weak beta, soft. Your bones are going to be brittle.
Yeah.
Yeah, soy boy.
Doughboy bitch is what you said.
Precisely.